What's up, guys? Hey, thank you so much for watching this today. A friend of mine had a post on Facebook and he was talking about anxiety and wanted some prayers and scriptures for anxiety. And I thought it well to make a video specifically for my friend. And so I'm making it for him, but I hope that you'll get something out of it as well. First off, let me say this, is that oftentimes all of us feel anxiety at some level. I know that I feel anxiety at times. And what happens is that I always feel it in my stomach, or sometimes I actually have it in my chest where I get like chest pounding, or sometimes it's just in my brain where I've got stuff that I'm thinking about in my head. I've got this issue that sometimes I'll even wake up in the middle of the night for just a second, and then I'll start thinking about something that'll give me anxiety, and then I can't get back to sleep. And I think a lot of people experience a lot more anxiety than they talk about. And as Christians, I think a lot of times we don't talk about it because it seems like embarrassing, or it seems like, well, why can't I control this or whatever? And over the last few weeks, I've really been cluing into this verse. And it's in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5, and it says, casting down, let's do verse 4. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty in God for pulling down strongholds, verse 5, casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against all the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ. And so the first part I would tell you about fighting anxiety is that you have to get involved in the fight. You have to take every thought captive. And so what that means is that you'll get a thought inside of your head, and that's usually where anxiety comes from, is there's a thought that comes in your head that you start to think about. And usually it's something that you can't change, or something that's just going to take time to change. And so you start to think about it, and you'll ruminate and just focus on it. But nothing happens from it. You just spend all this time focusing on it, and then you lose the day, or you lose the week, and then like weeks from now, you're still focusing on it, and there's nothing you can do because there's nothing you can change about it, or you're worrying about something that isn't going to happen. And so the first thing you have to do is you have to take that thought captive. You have to see that thought is going in your head, and you have to literally stop it and say, I'm not going to think about this. There's another scripture, and I can't remember the address. It's going to take me one second. Whatever is, no, not that one. Look at this in the middle of my video, but that's okay because we're friends. The other, I want to give you the address. There it is, Philippians 4:8. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And so when those thoughts come in, and you have a negative thought, or you have a worrisome thought, or a dreadful thought, you have to take that thought captive and say, I'm not going to think about that. I'm going to choose to think about whatever is noble, whatever is true, whatever is righteous, whatever is good. I'm going to think about this thing. And so in those moments, what I start to think about is how good my relationship is with my wife, or how much I love my kids, or how much I love God's grace, how much I love to worship Him, the last time that I had a great meal with a friend, and I'll start to focus on those things. And here's the thing, is that it's a battle. It's not something that you're going to do one time. Sometimes you have to do this 20 or 30 times in an hour, and you have to be in the fight and say, I'm going to take captive every thought. And so when you have the thought come in, then immediately have to say, I'm taking captive every thought. I'm going to think about something good and not something bad. And then you sit there for 5 minutes, you work on something, and it comes back in again. Take captive. And so when you do that, what you're going to find is that you're going to train your mind to think about good things instead of bad things, but you have to get involved in the fight and make a choice to not think about the things that give you anxiety. So little side note too, you might be drinking too much caffeine, so make sure you watch your caffeine intake too, because I get a lot of anxiety when I drink too much caffeine. That's why I only do 1 cup a day. So that's my thought for the day, guys. I hope you got something out of it. I hope this helps you with your anxiety. I love you. I like you. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, if you got something out of this video, make sure you like and share it, make a comment, subscribe. I'm on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I'm on everything. Find me. I want to be your friend. Love you.